First of all, thank you very much for your warm welcome, Your Highnesses and dear colleague, dear Jean-Marc, Mr. the Mayor, Mr. the Governor, ladies and gentlemen, municipal representatives, Mr. Co-President, ladies and gentlemen. It's not only a honor, but also a great pleasure to be able to be present today in this scientific congress, which is an interdisciplinary symposium focusing on sustainable development. It's a privilege for me to welcome at the heart of the Walloon region and under the patronship of so many famous personalities and in such important topics. Scientific people, economists, but also representatives of companies are present today. And also the citizens, that's the main thing. Nevertheless, such a wealth of talent, experience is at the heart, at the level of an essential question we are facing today. What transition for our societies? A question which goes beyond the standard spectrum of our own disciplines and which furthermore has very practical impacts on our ways of life, especially when this topic is dealt through the sustainable development angle. It's a major objective which cannot be reached with decrees, but which has to be built and integrated as a real philosophical policy turned towards transition. Hence the interest of having this high-level meeting. When our societies are at the crossroads, and it is urgent to determine a new social economical way which will guarantee the sustainable comfort of everyone. A major work for which we need the energy and ideas of everyone. And I'm thinking about the co-chairs of this Congress, Mr. Jean-Pascal Van Ypersele and Marek Hudon, whom I really would like to thank and greet. I'm also thinking of Jeremy Rifkin, a world-renowned economist, founder and president of the Foundation on Economic Trends. A visionary economist with whom I had a chance of talking about the future of Walloon region and whose vision of the industrial future is encouraging. Jean-Marc was able to meet with him this weekend. Today, with a program which is intense and passionate, you will also all contribute to this work. You can rest assured that we will make the most of these works to inspire and optimize transition which we are currently implementing. Over the last years, indeed, Walloon region is at the forefront of the European and global fight in terms of sustainable development. This is why our economic redeployment strategy is called Marshall Plan 2.Green. A name which was chosen to underline our desire to develop the economy, which is not against sustainable development. We also know that the industries focusing on renewable energies have a great potential of employment, often less easy to relocate. A European economy on employments and renewable energies would lead 400,000 direct employments by 2020 with 2.8 million workers in these fields. For us, it's an opportunity we shall not miss, especially when the short-term financial profit has shown its limits. We unfortunately have too many examples of this. As public authorities, we must implement all the conditions required to create more employment. The social drama of the workers of ArcelorMittal is just underlining even more how much we have to envisage our reindustrialization in this direction by integrating all the opportunities. That's already what we have started doing in Walloon region by laying several stones of our new economy. I'm thinking about the Alliance Environment Employment, for which we have mobilized 873 million euros. And this alliance aims at creating sustainable jobs in the industries which will enable us to reduce our carbon footprint or energy footprint. We have targeted renovation of buildings, which is a priority for the Walloon region, and 40% of the residential homes are old. In total, it's 50 measures, incentives that have been taken to improve the energy performance of Walloon buildings, both for private individuals and companies. And this will lead to the training schemes in the green professions, which is a great success, with 328,000 hours of training that have been given in 2010 and 70,000 in competence centers. And the implementation of an original partnership, which we have called public households, to incite citizens in renovation of buildings. Another measure of this Marshall Plan is sustainable development, with a sixth competitiveness cluster, Green, which is, of course, dedicated to environmental technologies. As you know, these clusters are trying to network researchers, industrial companies in fields where we have the capacity to be European leaders and even sometimes global leaders. In this respect, an international independent jury has named the creation of this sixth role in the field of green chemistry, construction, glass industry, but also in steel manufacturing. 30 companies are now represented there in equal share between SMEs and big companies. 8 projects have been labeled within the first call for projects for a total investment of 20 million euros of public investment. But next to this public investment, 16 million euros of private investment. These amounts are invested in research and development and could contribute to the creation of more than 900 employments and in maintaining 250 other jobs. These first results are just the tip of the iceberg, because we already know that the challenge will only be met by the implementation of other measures that go in the same direction. And this is why we have laid the first stones of the regional development, sustainable development strategy, a strategy which will define a vision both in medium and long term through a framework which will favor the articulation of all the public initiatives. Concretely, a task force in which each minister will be represented, and this task force will work on the drafting of operating modalities of this strategy, and this framework decree will concretize our initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the Walloon region is giving itself means and ambitions in terms of sustainable development. It also does so with a great strength and the conviction that we have to change our modes of life with an efficient transition and with an additional sense of emergency. Indeed, by 2022, we should face a greater autonomy in terms of budget. We are totally aware of this challenge, and this is why we regularly meet with stakeholders in the economy, social and academical fields. And together we want to define the pathway that will lead us towards this 2022 horizon when we will take charge of our destiny. This means that we'll have to focus on the social and economical dimension, but with a logic which is global, which aims at defining a society project which integrates all the challenges of the future of the Walloon region. Within this framework, on the basis of an independent analysis with university experts, 5 main priorities have been defined, and the challenges in energy and environment are, of course, one of our priorities. We are currently finalizing a reflection phase while entering into the concrete action at the same time, which will postpone, which will go beyond the legislature which is currently in force. The key objective is to transform necessity in opportunities for all. This is why this type of event is absolutely indispensable. That's why I'm here today, despite the immediate crisis that has to be managed. The anthropologist and sociologist Gustave Le Bon wrote, "The only sustainable revolutions are those of thoughts." For us who want to put our action into duration, this idea of exchanges is essential. It is what will enable us to define a new model where prosperity and well-being will go hand in hand, together with respect for others and for the environment. Some people think that this vision is still a utopia, and want to say that we are in a sort of infinite spiral, but for many others who are, especially who are here in the capital city of the Walloon region, it is a concrete and daily fight. I wanted you to know with the few words I say in the name of the government that our government, the government of the Walloon region, is next to you, is by your side to fight with you forcefully, with determination and conviction. I wanted to wish you good work and a wonderful pathway to go together. Thank you very much.